So at the start of this session, it's going to require quite a little bit of an update because we haven't played for a while, and Lars is joining us for the first time in a while. So, Lars, I'm going to ignore you for a minute and give everyone else an update. Hopefully, you'll get enough from this to be able to do what I want you to do tonight. So you're in the town of Vallaki. You returned sort of incognito. You didn't want Kira to see you roaming through the streets. You'd basically turned up to get cold weather gear so you can go to the Gakis Mountains, and start exploring for the Amber Temple. As you were in Vallaki, you came across Lady Wachter and decided to go and talk to her in her mansion. It's something that you'd avoided before. As you were talking to her, it became clear that she wanted you to help her overthrow the Baron of Vallaki. But the reason she wanted to overthrow the Baron of Vallaki is because she is a supporter of Strahd. When you found this out, it was Damian, Brungrik, and Valkyn just drew weapons, and you were about to launch at this old lady when we finished the session.
Got a baby? Let's kill an old lady.
Sounds like a catchphrase, that does.
Yeah, maybe that could be the team motto.
So just for so that's Lady Fiona Wachter. So I'm going to bring you into it in a minute, Lars. So you're happy with that as a recap? Do I need to go into any more detail? Are we all refreshed? Yeah, that's some nods.
Yeah.
The Baroness woman's a bad guy.
Yeah, she's
Decided
on
she's
Strahd's
a bad
side.
guy.
So as it stands, that Lars, Theodor isn't there. I'm going to bring you into it in a minute. Hopefully not too long. Weapons are drawn. I think the last thing, Mr. Johnson, you said for Valkyn is crossbow bolt to the forehead, please, Dave. So let's roll initiative.
Roll.
Attacking an old lady. Who are we missing? Reman.
Well,
You done it, and it's not come on.
What? Is you to be fed?
yeah, no, it's not. This version doesn't like my computer too much.
There you go, mate. You're on.
Oh, am I?
Yep, you have.
Oh, there we go.
Facts.
16?
Yeah, no, you've. I'm going to go with your first one, mate, which was 11. It's.
Yeah, it's just popping up now.
It doesn't alter you much, mate. But let's set initiative to 11. Yes, worth remembering. I think yours is going to be. Take a second. So, first to react, as Lady Wachter has mentioned that she wants to overthrow. I think her phrase was, rather the devil than a madman. And then that was it. All hell broke loose. Damian's first to react. What do you want to do, Jake?
If she's coming for me, I better come for her back. So.
Well, she's not. She's just sat on the settee as it stands. You're the one attacking an old lady.
Oh.
Classic.
Classic Jake. Jake.
Jake is the baby killer.
He is the baby. Oh, I want to kill the baby. Still my favourite moment.
Look, I felt like I was pushed into that decision. I didn't have much say in it. Do I kill her? Do I not?
Fuck her up, Dave. Jake, fuck her up.
I might not hit her with my magic whip. I might just hit her with my normal whip because it's probably not going to kill her as much.
You just want to maim her a bit.
Yeah, I feel like it's a bit mean. We'll just beat the shit out of the woman instead.
My missus is dying in the corner here. This means you go, I might just hit her with my magic whip.
That's 25 to hit.
25 hits, bizarrely.
11 points of damage.
Okay. As the whip connects, you hear. Would it snap, Jake? Do you whip with a snap or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
always.
Okay. So as Damian, as you all sort of stand up ready to take this old lady down, the whip snaps and you see it glints off magic armor. You do draw blood from, let's say, a cheek. But she doesn't seem that phased by you attacking her.
I bet better hit her with another one then.
Okay.
That's 24 to hit
24, yeah.
for another 9 points of damage.
Okay. Again, another crack and slash. She's now sort of shrugging these off, starting to stand and rise up. But when she stands quite serenely and slowly, as if she's not even remotely threatened by 5 heavily armoured lads setting at her. What else does Damian want to do?
I'm going to step back a bit as well, I think. Leave somebody else in the firing
Strong
line.
old lady, isn't it?
Not only am I going to come in there, whip an old lady, I'm going to move out of the way.
You're going to actually run away from the old lady. Okay, is that turn?
Yeah.
Okay, Brungrik.
Noticing this, can I do an Arcana check, see if I can work out what the spell is?
Sure.
That's protecting her.
Nice pussy Miller.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arcana is not strong for me. Ugh.
I can't give it you with a 7. You would. It's be aware that it's standard sort of mage fare armor.
Okay.
You don't know exactly what it is.
Then I want to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay. That's very interesting. So.
I was hoping to know what it was, to know if it was worth my time, but I'm thinking, screw it, I'll just commit.
Okay, nice. So Dispel Magic, just remind me of it.
Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Okay.
The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay, so as you, what does it look like when Brungrik casts Dispel Magic on it? It works, by the way, so you can go mad with this.
He'll, because he has his holy symbol on his shield, so he'll bring his shield across him and say, Pelor, show me the way. Not make my life easier, but make my foes weaker for me. And sort of, maybe just a very sort of, it's not like a big kaboom, it's like a little, like nothing's happened.
Okay.
But yeah, he knows.
Okay. Right. So I'll take it from her perspective then, if that's all right.
Yeah.
So as this poof happens, it happens from you and to her as well, and it's almost as if this sort of shield that's in front of her, and all around like a cylinder, just dissipates. And she raises an eyebrow, and she'll say, "So I believe your decisions have been made, gentlemen." And she starts to prepare to cast a spell. Brungrik, are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I'm going to move back, but I'm going to do it cool, because I imagine he's jumped up and he's still stood on the sofa. So he's going to have one foot on the front of the sofa, put his other foot on the back of the sofa, tip it back, and then move backwards. It like creates a barricade between him and her, and
Nice.
as he moves backwards across the room a little bit.
Okay, so what I'm going to
Does
ask...
that catapult Reman as well?
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, as Reman just fell off the sofa.
I didn't realise it was Reman that was on the sofa. I didn't look first.
No, it's all right because I'm gonna ask Mr. Miller to make a dexterity saving throw, but your DC is not going to be too high, mate. So unless you roll a really poorly here, it can still look cool.
Right. Dexterity.
If
Don't
not,
screw me over, Andy.
if not,
Don't screw me over.
Sam's going to put you through the window behind you.
That's all right, mate. That's all right. I don't mind. I won't take it
One.
personally.
Natural
It-
one.
If there's any occasion for a natural one.
Where are we? How do I switch it to? Oh, I just hit the save and throw one, don't I?
Yeah. I think it should be front page if you're doing your app.
Yeah. Boom!
Oh, nat 20.
In which case, what does it look like? So, Brungrik's rolled the settee back. You heard what Sam was saying. How does Reman land? And you're next, in fact. Are you done, Sam?
That's yeah. So he would then move. Sorry, let me look at the room. Yeah, about 10 feet back, and then that would be him.
Wicked.
Is that where I've ended as well?
No, it's up
next
to you,
year?
mate. It's your turn. So the settee's flipped. What's Reman going to do?
Well, Reman is as the seat's gone back, he's somehow managed to somersault up into the air, and as he's doing that, he's conjuring up a what I've got to be careful how I word it to you now. Yeah, just a firebolt.
Okay.
As he's spinning and launching it at the hag.
Sure.
So that would be a a 10 to hit.
No, that misses. Unfortunately, that's such a shame. You've got your.
It bounces, it sails over her head, and as it comes back off the wall.
In fact, I've got an idea. As you've flipped backwards, you've landed so successfully that you've landed almost too well, and you thought, you know, when you go and you think there's a step in front of you, and you actually slump down. You sort of have that kind of thing, and your fireball veers off into this corner. In this corner, you notice a cabinet, like a large, no, you know what, like a massive, huge grandfather clock, and you strike this main chamber of the grandfather clock. And the fire flickers around it. It's a solid piece of oak, so it's not going to burn. But from inside, you hear this as if someone's inside this huge grandfather clock. Anything else from Reman?
Nope.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's gonna move just a bit out of from where he is. Maybe if you can. Yeah, just there.
Yeah, cool. Lewis, Rillik's up.
Are we going to try and subdue this lady, or we're just going to do her in?
Well, Jake's just whipped her in the face twice.
Yeah, we didn't hit her, did he? All I'm saying is, if we could use her to gain favour with the town, couldn't we? That's what I'm saying.
We gain favour from the Baron by eliminating her.
Okay.
And he's anti-Strahd. She's pro-Strahd.
Okay. Well, where's she standing then, Dave? I'm going to cast Darkness.
Wicked. So what is it? It used to be 20 feet radius darkness. Is it still the same?
It's a little thing called love.
It's 60 foot. The radius is the range, 15 foot.
15
So I'm going
feet.
to cast. Has she got any particular bit of clothing that I can see on her, like an earring or anything, or a necklace?
Yeah, if you look at the picture again, Lou, she's got like a purple pendant that would be obvious. She's got earrings.
Yeah. So the purple pendant, I'm going to cast the Darkness on that.
Wicked. So it's 15 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see if I can do. See if I can do darkness. That's not going to work. So a patch of complete and utter dense darkness. Right, I'm going to kind of do this, Lou. Douche. Yeah.
Yeah.
She would no longer be visible to you. This patch of absolute, utter blackness appears where Rillik's just centered it.
Can we not see into it if you've got dark vision?
No.
No, but she's visible to me because I've got Devil's Sight, so I can see through it.
So, yes, only even with dark vision you can't see into it. This is magical darkness. Only Devil's Sight can. I think there might be another couple of things, but there's not many things in D&D that can. But you're all aware of what's happening. Rillik releases his spell. Blackness appears around Wachter, Lady Wachter, and as it appears, she will say, "Oh, thank you for the cover. It was really unnecessary, though." And she continues to cast this spell. How's Rillik going to finish his turn?
He's gonna. Oh, I can't even do anything else now. I'm basically going to move closer to her, Dave, because I know where she is.
Yeah.
So I can see her. I'm going to move into the darkness with her.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see, you can sort of like be right up to it, and she can't see you.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to give her a very brief perception check. Perception is wisdom, isn't it? Okay. So as and you can see her still forming this spell. She can't see you, but her eyes do flick towards your direction. But she's certainly not locking into your face. It's not as if she's looking directly at you. Which takes us to Valkyn's turn. You cannot see this woman. You cannot see Rillik. What you've got in front of you is just a patch of blackness. As a drow, you would be aware of this.
Yeah. So can I take a shot at where she was? Where, from memory?
Yep.
Take a shot. Yeah. She's not taken a turn yet, so I get me assassinate. If I take it, I get disadvantage because she's in darkness. Do I?
Correct.
But then I get advantage because I've got my assassinate. It's a critical.
I think it's
just a normal roll.
Well, no, I don't think you get advantage. I think if you hit, it's a critical because she's not had her turn yet. But go on, read it to me.
You have advantage on any attack rolls against any creature.
Yeah, go on then. But
combat yet.
Yeah, but it does cancel that.
It'll be. Yeah, so it'll just be a normal roll.
Yeah.
I hit, it's a critical. Yeah. In which case, I will take a silver crossbow bolt. Stupid face. That's a 22 to hit.
22 does hit.
Points of missing damage.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah. I mean, I might tend to hide behind the sofa.
Okay.
Can't see me. She can't see where I'm going to go, can she? So I'm behind the sofa. It's now overturned.
So that's your crossbow damage. What about sneak attack?
Oh shit! Yeah, he's in 5 feet, isn't he?
And you're technically shooting from stealth, aren't you? Technically. I use that term loosely.
No, I don't think it is, Sam. I don't think it is, mate. You would have been,
It's 12 plus 12. That's 24 points of damage.
Okay, so it's a solid hit. So Rillik would see as this bolt lands, and it knocks her off her stride ever so briefly. And you can see now that she's abandoned what she was going to cast, and she starts forming another spell. Okay, what Rillik? It's just Rillik can see this now. Is that Lars dropped? Yeah, it is. We'll get him back in a second. What Rillik can see is as she forms this spell, she passes her hands wide and then forces them down as this doorway appears. This magical doorway that she steps through. What I want, Lewis, I want Rillik to give me a perception check, please.
Funny.
Natural 20. Through this door, with your devil sight, you can see that it's clearly, through the door, it's what looks like a cellar. And as she steps through the door, she turns back to the room and she'll say, "Well, with your decision being made, I advise that you leave my house as soon as possible. Vengeance will be mine for this." And the door goes, shoom, and she's vanished, disappeared. As she vanishes, the darkness ends. So, as light returns to the room, this patch of darkness disappears. Lady Wachter's no longer there. You four other guys are sort of looking around going, what's happening? What's happening? From the corner, from this grandfather clock, you're hearing this muffled, and as you hear a bang, and then another bang. And from it's a huge piece of ornament, big enough that someone, a human, can hide inside it. And as there's a third bump, the door of this grandfather's clock flies open, and your old friend, bound and gagged, Theodor, trips over and falls to the floor.
You guys do anything funny with me? I'm already pre-bound and gagged.
Rillik's never seen him before, has he? So I think Rillik will be on edge kind of, and he'll kind of draw his weapon a little bit and say, who's this?
Is that your new character, Lewis? Yeah, Rillik. I'm just putting him in.
It's an old character.
Old, they all merge into one.
I think Brungrik's first reaction will be, where has she gone? Where's the woman gone?
Yeah, so Rillik will say, all I could see was a cellar. I don't know where, but all I could see was a cellar. But back to this point, who's this strange little man tied up out of this clock?
Theodor just give you a little wink. No, I'm joking. He won't.
That's Theodor. He's a sorcerer that we picked up along the way. Where's the door to the cellar?
Theodor's like, thanks for your concern.
and cuts open with his axe, his super sharp axe.
So it was a magical doorway that she opened, and then it vanished. So I've got no idea.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll have an Arcana check from Theodor and Reman.
Okay.
Come on, Lars. It's your first roll. Oh.
Have you not got a plus to Arcana checks?
No, none. 0.
Sorcerer. He went because Arcana is intelligence.
Of course, yeah.
He's
Intelligence
and
and
natural power.
25.
Whoa, okay. So Reman would know that it was a dimension door spell. The range of a dimension door is 500 feet. and it has to be from a known location. So she cannot be any further than 500 feet from exactly where she is now. And I googled this before because I'm no good with distances. 500 feet is 1.5 football fields. And then I googled how, because I wanted to make sure it wasn't the Americanized version of football, which isn't football. And it is.
It's about 150 meters.
Yeah. Yeah.
Big search area.
Theodor would be confused, and first of all, he'd say thank you to Brungrik, although he didn't care at all. Thanks for at least cutting the bindings out of my mouth. And then he'd just be all confused and asking where he is and what's going on.
You tell us. You disappeared fucking ages ago.
So the Theodor's been in like a false awakening. So last time we had a long rest, he slept and then woke up where he is now. But he's been in a continuous like dream within a dream. And he just had the dream that he was back with his family and living in his normal life. But something kept haunting him, and he was worried that he could tell that it felt too perfect and it wasn't real. A little bit like Inception, if you've ever seen that, where he spins the little dreidel at the end. And that's all he knows, is last time he went to sleep, he had this incredible dream, and he's been dreaming that over and over, but always had the feeling something wasn't quite right. And then he's just woken up in this clock. Was it a clock or wardrobe?
Yeah. Grandfather clock.
Grandfather clock.
Yeah.
And that's all he knows.
On the crazy woman.
So,
what about detect magic? Because I've cast a magic spell on a pendant.
It's not got the range, mate.
But we need to go looking for her. She's only 100 and something meters away.
We'd only really detect magic. I think we'd only pick her up inside the house at best. Detect magic. Where is it?
It has to be visible for detect magic.
Right.
Pretty much. You struggle when it comes to walls, don't you? I don't see.
Theodor's at this point just walking around, just touching everybody's faces, just to see what's going on, to make sure he's in the real world.
What was the last session then, Lars, that you'd have done?
We confront. You guys had your characters came back,
Strahd.
I think, and we'd just confronted Strahd, and we had a little fight, but Strahd disappeared, and that's all I can remember.
Okay.
He was in a cave.
Oh, with the wolves.
Yeah,
a lot.
Yeah, because you guys cured me from lycanthropy, which he's still thankful for, but at the same time, he doesn't know if you're real, so he's just touching Brungrik's face at this point, stroking him.
Pack it in. Okay. Do we quickly search the house to make sure there isn't a cellar within the house? And that's where she is.
Has a little manservant cleared off?
Yeah, he went out into this corridor here, and then up the stairs.
I feel like we should check the house for a cellar.
Logic would take cellars off the kitchen, isn't it? So if we try and find a kitchen.
We've got a room here, which would be logically the kitchen.
I don't think
Brungrik will run for that door.
I don't think she would teleport into the same house.
Miller, what's your range on Bat Damon?
It is 100 meters.
So could we not throw Bat Damon up into the air and have a quick look and see if he can see a huge sphere of darkness just wandering around anywhere?
Well, I think he's still outside, isn't he? He didn't come in the house.
There's a window near to you. It'd be a simple case of opening the window and he can come in. I don't mind allowing that. What I'll do for the sake of sort of expedience to move the story along a little bit. Are you all happy? You're all sort of caught up. We don't need to do any more in the room and with Theodor because he hasn't got a clue what's happened to him with just this dream state he's been in.
Theodor, there's a lot going on. Just follow our lead. We'll explain later.
Doesn't Valkyn want to ransack? Doesn't Valkyn want to do a ransack before we go?
Of course, it's a given.
So what I'm going to ask you to do is, so your plan is to sort of have a recce round, see what you can find, see if you can find blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So let's have a group perception check at this point.
Boom. 24.
Probably Brungrik then.
11.
Yeah.
Theodor's rolling like shit because he has just woke up from a false awakening, like he's been asleep for about
That's true.
3 months.
Let me give you. I'm going to open loads of doors up for you then, so you can look round the whole of downstairs. Let's give you 2 cloakrooms. There's nothing of value as you're going round the rooms. What I'm going to point you towards is here, stairs going up, and here is a cloakroom. It's next to the back door, so it's almost as if it's the servants' entrance cloakroom. And here is a secret door. It's behind a set of coats, and it's Brungrik that finds it.
We can't get in there, Dave.
You can't get in that one.
Can't get past this door here.
Okay. Right, try that, dude.
Yep.
Fill in the gaps.
Dave, while we're
House cook.
while we're all moving around, Dave, as
Oh, yeah.
Damon's outside, can I sort of have a look around? What's the sort of layout outside? I can't remember how many houses are sort of within 150 meter radius of where we are.
Yeah. Well, you're in the village, the town of Vallaki. It's quite well.
Yeah, I remember we were sort of off down south of the village, wasn't it? I think it was off one of the streets. But
Yeah.
Is it? I was under the impression it was sort of like a detached building.
It is detached. It is grand. It looked evil, but there's plenty of other properties around. For 150 meters, plenty around. Bat Damon would report back, or you would see firsthand, that there's a chance this external door, leads to a cellar. It's above it. There's a slate roof that slopes off, and it just looks as if it's an entrance that goes down. It's certainly not leading up, because you know that there's a solid load-bearing wall here, so that can only go down. Excuse me. But as Brungrik reveals this secret door, it does seem to descend down to the south and then to the east into a cellar.
What could Theodor do to test that he's not still asleep? I was thinking about casting a spell on somebody.
I could
just run into a wall.
Well, I've got. I can use Mage Hand, so I can create a floating hand to slap somebody else.
Or I could slap you.
Who are you
well, I was
going to
cast like a firebolt on somebody, but then I thought I don't want to kill someone by accident.
Here, we can either all go in one entrance, or we can go through both at the same time.
Should we do both at the same
Theodor
time?
doesn't know what's going on, so he's just going to wander around. Theodor's going to wander down these stairs by himself, just confused and staggered because he's been asleep for so long. His legs are weak, and then he's just going to stumble down these stairs.
I think we're going for a bit of DP then, boys.
To address you then, Lars, because Theodor, you've been in this dream state. It was a perfect dream state. This now, you've emerged. You've been bound and gagged. As you've emerged, you've fallen on your face. It hurt, and you've been released by your old oppos. You're pretty convinced that this is reality now.
Yeah, cool.
If that's all
But
right.
he's falling down these stairs and he's banged his head and he can feel it, so he's 90% sure he's in the real world now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you also suffered 15 hit points of damage for blunt force trauma to the head.
We can roll. We should roll. I don't mind. That's fine. Do some damage.
You can do yourself 1 hit points worth of damage if you really want to, just to make sure that you
Don't do it because you might need that 1 hit point.
Yeah.
I've
You
already
never know.
applied it.
This is Curse of
I've
Strahd
applied
laws. Every point matters.
So, Theodor starts staggering down the stairs. Who's going after him? Who's doing what?
Brungrik's on the
I'll-
hunt, so
So
Yeah,
we
I'll
reckon
follow
there's
down.
two. We reckon there's 2 possible entrances to the.
Looks
Yeah.
like.
I think it's better to hit it from both sides then.
Yeah, because I've seen the entrance. I think I'm going to go outside and hit it from the other side.
Okay.
So that would be all the way down it.
Which entrance were you, Jake?
I'll go with Reman.
Okay, so Rillik.
Has Reman gone outside?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
stood outside the door.
Jake.
Okay, so we've got 3 and 3. Okay, makes sense.
Cool.
Right, let me just keep you still for a second. Don't move. Cut from there. Close enough. And
I'm gonna prep a firebolt as well, Dave.
okay, seems reasonable.
Before I go in.
Paste you there. Okay, let's adjust your view ever so slightly. So, as Reman, Rillik, and Damian, you can adjust yourself if you need. Just stay on the sort of tile bit for now. As you burst through this door, Valkyn, Theodor, and Brungrik appear down the stairs at exactly the same time. This large root cellar has a dirt floor. 2 descending flights of stone steps enclosed by wooden railings stand across from one another. Tracks in the earth lead from one staircase to the other. The other trails go from both staircases to the centre of the bare west wall. 4 neatly made cots sit in a row against the south wall. So, footprints lead to this wall. And then you've got 4 cots on the south. You're underground, it's pitch black, so those without a light source or dark vision can't see anything.
does anyone need light?
Well, Damian will get a torch out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cast
I
dancing
need light
lights.
as well. So
I can cast dancing lights if.
I can also cast light as well.
Okay.
Steal my Thunderlords, whatever.
I need to touch
Whatever.
something though.
You can both do it. Dancing lights is nice because you can send them off and you can move them around. Light normally you'd cast on your staff or your shield is another.
Cast it on something.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
going
your
to cast
shiny-
it.
Your
On,
shiny
I'm going to
helmet.
cast it on Valkyn's fingers.
Lewis likes to have light cast on his helmet.
It's going to cast it on Lewis's helmet then as well.
But nothing else in the cellar's moving. It seems quiet.
So I'm going to look at the wall.
Okay. As soon as you step onto here,
Cool.
which I'm going to move you back to,
Okay.
Sam.
Yep.
From the ground, skeletons emerge, and it's very much Jason and the Argonauts crawl out, shields and swords, and they are going to attack. So, as Brungrik moves to the floor, I'll make these visible to you. Let's roll initiative.
Hey.
Oh, Theodor's rolled well because he just woke up from a good nap.
Right, I can see you've rolled, Andy. I'll put you on in a sec. Right, so hold up. Valkyn's 10. You're not rolling well for your initiative tonight, Mr. Johnson. 2. Should 2.
Kind of ironic, isn't it? The only party member that doesn't have a problem with killing old ladies. Rolled last. That last encounter.
So initiative 10. So you go there, and Mr. Miller as well. So Reman rolled 15. You rolled quite well. Initiative. So initiative. Hold up a minute. Initiative. So initiative 15. Okay. Oh, skeletons didn't roll too bad, did they? Right.
No, they rolled really well.
They did. So as these skeletons rise and rush forward, it looks as if they're gonna split. 1, 2, 8. At the minute, most of them are looking towards Brungrik as Damian is first to react. What do you want to do, Jake?
How high up is the staircase?
You are, let's say, at least 5 feet, I would say.
So I could come down the stairs. If I move down the stairs, and then what I'm probably going to do is get to like about halfway point, and then try and hop over the banister.
Okay.
Do I need to do an acrobatics check?
From you're going to go over the banister from there? No,
Yeah.
that's fine, mate. That's fine.
So I'm gonna hop down here.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna pull out my beautiful little whip.
Yep.
And go for a crack against this guy first.
Sure.
For a 18 to hit.
18 hits.
For 14 points of damage.
Wow. Okay. How does that one die?
I'm just going to kind of like whip its femur out and just pull it and then watch it fall to the ground.
Nice.
I'm then going to whip this one directly in front of me.
Yep.
For 17 to hit.
17 hits.
To do, that's only 13 points of damage.
But that still kills it. How does that one die?
Just going to, again, with the whip, like wrap it around its backbone and yank it and then pull its backbone till it crumbles.
Nice.
And then wondering as to whether I bother to do a flurry of blows. Nah, I'm gonna leave it for now. I'll let somebody else get some kills.
Okay. So that takes us skeletons. So now, let me just kill that one. Seated. As Damian's jumped over, you've got the rest of them wanting to pile towards you. Only one towards Brungrik. So that one into Brungrik. 10. 5. So it can get 30 there. Let's swarm Damo. So Brungrik first. Attack against you. 7 to hit Brungrik. So we've got.
He's a hardy little dwarf.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 against Damian. 22, Jake.
22 will hit.
Yeah.
Actually,
this
yeah,
one
22.
here.
Yeah.
He's going to need to have disadvantage on his attack roll, please.
Okay,
within
we'll
5
say
foot.
Okay, right. We'll say it's that one then. So I'll roll again. It's a 9, so that misses. So next one along, 21.
So a 21 will be a miss because what I'll do is, because I've used my Kensei weapon, I get agile parry, which means I get to add 2 to. If you make an, oh no, I didn't make an unarmed strike. Fuck, I need to keep doing that. It's gonna hit regardless because even if I use my, yeah, it goes through.
Okay. He's rolled well for damage. That's 8 damage. So 3 more attacks. 13 is going to miss.
Yeah.
17?
So I'm gonna use, like I say, I'm gonna use my reaction to apply. Oh, ignore. I'm not gonna use my reaction. I'm gonna use my defensive duelist, which puts my AC up by 3.
Okay, sound. And the last one's 8. So just 8 damage from that, by the sounds of it.
Wait. So I've increased my AC up to 20. So he got 17, didn't he? So that misses.
Yeah.
So did the last one hit as well?
No, it
No.
got an 8.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. Sound.
So you took 8 damage from one hit.
Yeah.
Which takes us to Theodor. Come on then, Lars.
So Theodor's going to just stroll. I shoot over this banister?
Yeah.
Can I fire put spells over this
You've
banister?
got a good view
Is
of
this gonna-
everything that's happening in front of you.
Cool. Well, I can't cast a cone because that's going to hit old Damo, but he's going to stand back and he's going to walk down really slowly, just crack his knuckles, be really calm, and then he's going to cast Scorching Ray.
Cool.
Do I have to select my targets now?
Yes, please. Because how many rays is it?
Multiple target. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Get them dice off my screen. 3 rays.
Okay, so you can choose 3 different targets.
I can cast an additional one though for spell slots 3rd level or higher, and this is 4th level. So would it be 4?
If so, it's a 2nd level spell, and you're casting it at 4th level.
Yeah,
So 3, 4, 5 would be 5.
5. Cool. Well, I'll try and help Damian out, and I'll go for. I can't get my. There we go. These 5.
Oh, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all around it. This could be interesting. Go on then.
Did that do that then?
So you need to roll to hit. We'll roll first one, this one first. Can you see next to? It's been so long, Lars, hasn't it? See next to Scorching Ray, you should have a plus something to hit.
Plus 8.
Go. Yeah, brilliant. Natural 1. First one misses.
Classic.
Yeah. Second one.
Do I roll it for each of the 5? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll roll to hit first. Dude.
Cool. This is just to bear in mind, Theodor has just woke up.
Needs to wake up a little bit more.
Better.
That hits. Next one.
Do you not want to roll damage on that?
It's up to you, mate. Do it how you like. You roll damage on that one then. 8 damage. Okay, that isn't
So the
enough.
middle one, isn't it?
Yeah, that isn't enough to kill it. So 2 streaks of fire shoot from Theodor and miss. So that one hits. 7. Okay.
That's 7 again.
Okay. So 3 hit, 3 burnt and blackened skeletons as these scorching rays hit, but you haven't taken them down.
So Theodor's gonna. He puts one hand up, casts the Scorching Ray, fires all 5, and then he's just gonna kind of look around the room a little bit embarrassed. You can see like a slight flush in his cheeks, but he doesn't want to let anybody know he's embarrassed because he's got to keep his calm, noble exterior going on. Persona.
Nice. Anything else from Theodor?
No, he's just going to remain where he is.
Okay.
I've got Brungrik as a meat shield.
Reman.
Right, okay. So I've already got a firebolt already prepped to go. I'm going to launch it. What? Can't point. Yeah, that one.
This one.
No, the one close at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the stairs. Launch firebolt. The firebolt that I've already got prepped at him.
Okay.
23.
23 is a good hit.
Seven.
How does that one die?
The firebolt that I've had cooking in my hand just flies off and goes through where his nasal cavity is. It just starts melting him, and it's going down like an Alka-Seltzer all the way down. It just dissolves him as it goes down.
Enjoyed that. Okay.
And I'm going to stay at the top of the stairs.
Okay. So at this point, you're going to hear a grating noise of stone against stone coming from this wall here. And you also hear a woman's voice that you've heard not too long ago, Lady Wachter, from inside this secret chamber here, shout, "Now!" as a secret door appears. And I'm going to do this individually. So 25. Right, let me just see. I'm just going to move your character 0, so you can see that there's this little entrance there. 25. Right, from inside the room, you can see this hooded, cloaked figure. You may or may not have seen someone similar walking around the town. They look like just a townsperson, but hooded. But they are going to cast a spell which produces a phantom type weapon next to. Just check the range. Get 60. Yep, it is. Yeah, so she can do it anyway. Right, I'm going to roll d6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It's Rillik. The first one she sees, the first figure she sees walking through here is Rillik on the stairway. And next to Rillik on the stair, a spiritual phantom hammer appears, which is going to attempt to hit you. So this is versus your AC, Lewis, which is 21.
21 hit. Bang on the money.
Okay. And it's just no, so plus spellcasting modifier, which is plus. Let me just read this again. So you take 8 points of force damage as this spiritual weapon swings towards you. This figure is also, as this spiritual hammer appears and takes a swipe at you, is also going to cast a second spell. I need for you to make a dexterity saving throw, please, Lewis. 16 is more than enough. So as it appears, casts a spell, hammer appears, swings at you, and she also does like a soft rock grab as this bolt of radiant energy falls from the ceiling, but you manage to sidestep. Right, so that's number one. Number two is going to do exactly the same towards Valkyn. So this weapon appears. That's going to make an attack. 9 versus Valkyn, that just misses you. And then a dexterity saving throw from Valkyn, please. Okay, so this is rinse and repeat. There's going to be 4 of these. So the hammer misses, and the radiant energy misses, and that this fanatic is going to step back into the room, out of harm's way. So we're on to number 3. Moves 25. Moves to there. Right, so she can still see all of you. This one's going to be Reman. 2 hammers now next to Rillik and Reman. To hit versus your AC, Andy, is going to be 21.
Oh, crap.
I can't use my reaction again, can I? Balls.
It just needs to beat my AC to cause me damage, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So casting the shield's only going to take me up to 20, which will
That's
not worth doing.
Yeah, you haven't got mage armor up, have you?
No.
No.
So yeah, that's a 21 is a hit.
Okay,
Question,
that's
Dave.
4 points of damage. Yes, mate.
Do you know the reactions? So is it when the turns reset?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the start of your turn, you get your reaction back.
Lovely.
I also need a dexterity saving throw from you, Mr. Miller. So just to clarify what they're doing, I mean, Brungrik would know this. They're casting spiritual weapon and using the sacred flame cantrip. Ooh, fail. So that is sacred flame. That's another 3 points of radiant damage for you, then, Mr. Miller. And the last one, I don't think, because of her. She can only move to sort of here. I don't know if you can see her, but she can only see you 3 guys over there. So I'm going to roll a d3. 1, 2, 3. So Reman, it's going to be another one to you. So roll to hit you to start off with. Is a 14.
Misses.
Misses. Okay. Dexterity saving throw.
8.
This hits as well. So that is a further 2 points of radiant damage. Just make sure I've got all of these visible to you so you can see them. Yep. Okay, happy with the situation. So the sliding doors, the secret doors slid open. 4 of these cultists have leaped out after the voice of Lady Wachter has said now. All hell's broken loose from the west, from the secret door. Valkyn, you're next to react.
Go for the cool tests.
Who can I see, Dave, from where I am?
You, if you hover over your token, you should have sort of line of sight for everyone. So if I'm looking at your token now, you can see this
I've
one
only
here
got
is
line of sight of I've only got line of sight of this one and this one at the minute.
Yeah, this one I'm going to give cover to, so you can only just make her out. That one's easy line of sight, and you've got all the skeletons around you. Damian still.
Hmm.
It looks like Damian's literally just whipping all of them as well, doesn't it? It's just whirling it.
Yeah. Well, to help Damian out, I'll go for the cultist.
Go for the
Go for
cultists.
cultists.
You've got a cleric on your team. Go for the cultists.
I'm going to go for the skeletons. No, go for the cultist.
That's
you.
classic
I'll give
D&D
that one.
knowledge. The minute something undead turns up, go for everything else. Leave the cleric to deal with the undead.
Yeah, so I don't get me assassinated. Immediately attacked. So it's just going to be a normal attack, I'm afraid.
Normal attack, mate. Yeah.
Very boring.
Which one?
Yeah, so it's the one closest to. So step up to the balcony, lean over the balcony, pop a shot off with his crossbow.
Sure.
That's a 21 to hit.
21 does hit.
That's 7 points of damage.
Okay.
In a second, I will take another shot. (16 to hit).
16 hits as well.
1 point of damage. Awesome.
Okay.
So boring.
And anything else? Any other movement?
Yeah, he's gonna sort of we get. I don't have to do acrobatics. I don't want to get one now, but if I vaulted from here over to get a little bit over, to here, Dave.
Yeah. Well, you're.
It was sort of halfway down the stairwell, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So
You'd have
below
you'd
that.
have enough movement to make it quite fluid, and go round. You are
Yeah.
not wanting to point you in a direction, but you are out of line of sight of everyone now. So you can sort of hide. You can use your bonus action to hide if you want.
I've already used my bonus action.
Already use your bonus action, dude. So that takes us to Brungrik.
Brungrik is going to cast Turn Undead.
Thought you might.
So everything that's undead within 30 feet of me must pass a Wisdom saving throw.
Yours,
And
I
if they
believe.
are,
Go on.
so a DC 16 save, and if they're lower than a CR half, they obliterates them.
16 DC.
Yep.
Okay. How many? Got 5 left standing. Is that right? 5 skeletons.
Yes,
left
five left, Jeff.
Yeah.
standing. 2, 3, 4, 5. So the one in front of you, it doesn't seem to pay any attention. What does it look like when you turn your undead? I always like to bother Sam.
So he'll pull his shield again across him, present his the son of Pelor, and he'll start mumbling a prayer. You know, it will be Pelor, turn the creatures of darkness from the ground away from me. Pelor, and he'll just be chanting away, and it's I imagine it's like a ripple effect, very subtle ripple effect, just boom, boom, in out from him.
Okay, nice. So as this effect travels out from you, the one closest to you doesn't seem affected at all, but the others just crumble into dust.
Fantastic.
As Damian's
So
released.
At that, he'll
Yeah,
stand
boy.
there with the skeleton in front of him and say, "Get the cultists. The spirit weapons will disappear. I've got this skeleton."
Okay. Turn.
Because he knows the spell. End of turn.
Rillik.
Okay. So probably hearing that, he will make a little bit of run to here. to get a better view. You know what? Let old habits die hard. I'm going to cast darkness on my morning star.
Okay. Let's have a look. Circle, circle, circle. Right. Okay. I'm just going to write this really quickly then. So, campaign properties. I think I might be able to do this for you.
Okay.
And it's
Is it a
15.
30-foot radius?
Hmm?
Is it a 30-foot sphere around you?
15 behind me. Around me.
Right. Let me just try this. Source or. Okay. 15 radius.
Yeah, around me.
Okay.
So, because I've cast it with my morning star, it's on me, isn't it, really? So it's moving with me.
Okay.
And then as my bonus action on that cultist I can see here.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Compelled Duel.
Okay. This is a
So-
bonus action, yeah.
Yep.
Wicked.
So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, we'll do. Cult Fanatic, Wisdom saving throw. Any bonus? 16.
15. Thanks. But you are compelled to come after me, but you're not restricted on movement now.
Gotcha. Okay. So you remind me of that then, Lou, when I start attacking with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've seen it a while ago. Can you see this sort of black circle around Valkyn?
Can I see it?
Well, on map tools, you should be able to see this disc now around.
Yeah, I can see it. Valkyn's going, what the fuck? I'm blind. Is it?
Yeah.
And can
Ah,
Valkyn
it's my
see though?
beautiful
Because
eyes.
dancing lights,
No.
you can't see at
Blind
all.
as fuck.
No, so it's a complete patch of darkness. But Valkyn, I mean, you grew up in the Underdark. You grew up in complete darkness. You're aware of magical darkness. It doesn't phase you. You can't see. It is completely pitch black. But as a drow, it's like second nature to you to not be able to see. You will still get the usual disadvantages to things, but you know where you are. You know where everything else is, and it's not phased you. So don't worry too much.
They do the whole Bane monologue from Born in the Darkness.
Nearly adopted it.
Adopted it.
Anything else from
But I'll
Rillik?
yeah.
I think he'll just take a look at Valkyn and say, "You know what to do." Do you know what to do?
There's no point looking at him. He doesn't know you're looking at him.
Can't see it, yeah.
Blind.
So can I just say then what obviously what Rillik will do is move that thing. Is just trust me. And he'll say that in the darkness to Valkyn. Because I've got a plan.
Lead on.
Okay.
Lead on, puppet man.
Okay. Right. So from inside the inside this room now, you can hear chanting. The spell being cast by Lady Wachter again. And for her line of sight, what I'm going to do. I am going to, or she is going to, cast a spell. And as she casts a spell, thick strands of cobwebs appear in this location. And it's all of this red square. In fact, I'm going to move that slightly north so it covers. Can I get 4 of you? In fact, I can't because she can't see that. She can't see that. No. That's unfair. So she's still got to be able to see it. So I can get 3 of you. So these thick strands of magical web appear out of nowhere. I would like everyone in that aura to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
20 for me.
$21.
So is that everyone? Where are we? Valkyn, 18. Oh, balls. Yeah, well, you've all passed. Right, I did jump the gun a little bit there. The spell actually says each creature that starts its turn in the web or enters them on the first turn. So we're going to apply those rolls to the start of your turn. Okay. But anyone else who, if you enter this web, you have to make this saving throw to possibly be restrained, or if you start in this web, then you need to make the saving throw to possibly be restrained. If you are restrained by the webs, you can use an action to make a strength check against the DC to free yourself. And it's thick, gloopy webs, and it's all over the place. Again, with Valkyn, you're used to this as a drow. You can shimmy through. Rillik's just sort of step to the side in your darkness, and Damian, you can possibly just jump onto the railings quite dexterously and dodge out of the way. But that's Lady Wachter's turn. She's not happy about that in the slightest.
Does it count as difficult terrain as well to move through?
I don't. Let me just read it.
I'd assume so. Like, it seems like it would be.
The webs are difficult terrain and lightly obscured the area, so it's thick, loopy webs. So yeah. So it's everything's slightly obscured and it's difficult terrain. Nice one, Jake. First time I've used web in 5th edition. A long time since I've used
It's
it.
not a commonly used spell.
No,
Yet
it
in this
used.
scenario, it's perfect.
Yeah, it used to be used a lot more for exactly this. I'm looking forward to next turn, is all I'll say to you. Right, from inside the room. No, Lady Vox is not finished yet. And from what she'll say, finish them, my pet, finish them. From inside. Let me just check. It's got a speed of 40. This great lumbering.
Jesus.
5, 15, 20.
Is that?
It's quite big, isn't it?
40.
That's what she said.
Big boy.
This
Ooh.
massive lumbering clot of zombies. So it's if you imagine it as a writhing anthropomorphic massive version of multiple zombies, and as it sort of crashes down, the zombies sort of spill out, and then as it sort of flops over, the zombies from the back appear at the front and it's stomping towards you. There's ground shakes as it's coming towards you. The only thing in complete pitch blackness that it could possibly see would be Valkyn, but
Has anyone seen the Rat King in The Last of Us?
Yeah.
It reminds
Yeah.
me of that. I'll send you a picture.
I don't think it can see you. Senses. Okay, I'm going to give it a perception check. Okay, for now, all it's doing is just flailing round, and it's sort of almost as if it's forming in a guard position. So what, if you don't mind, gentlemen, what I'm going to do is withdraw it to there. So it's basically forming a guard position. Yeah? You don't mind me doing that, do you? Okay, that takes us to Damian.
Well, that's throwing my plan out the window a little bit. I am gonna maneuver around. So if I like jump back up onto the railing, Dave,
Yep.
out the way, would I be able to just drop down the stairs and avoid the webbing entirely? Like if I kind of come around this way.
Sure. I'm going to ask for some kind of save. Here's why: because you've passed to start your turn, so you're not restrained starting where you are. You've already rolled that. But what you're doing is you're running into darkness, and these strands are all over the shop. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, I forgot about Rillik's darkness. I mean, yeah.
Go on.
Can't he go around the edge?
Yeah. Go on then. Go on. Yeah. That's fine, mate.
It's just going to use more movement. But what I'll do is just looking at my movement, so I can get from there to there is like 20 feet.
Okay.
And then to get to kind of where I'm going to have to do, I'm going to use a key point, and I'm going to use my step of the wind, so I've got a bit of extra movement, which gives me basically doubles my movement. So that was 20 to get to there, so I'm going to move 20 to get down into that bottom bit down here. And then I'm going to try and move, put me dangerously close to this son of a bitch, and I don't think I'd be even close enough to hit. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe I am. I am close enough just to hit him. Fuck it, let's do this. So I'm going to bust out the whip.
Okay.
And I'm going to try and make some attacks against him with my... and just hope and pray that Brungrik can bust off his turn undead again. That's 30 to hit.
Yeah, that hurts.
You sure?
For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm going to hit him again.
Yeah.
That's a 20 to hit.
Also hits. It's a big.
Can I?
Yeah.
I'm going to add another one of my. I'm going to add one of my D8 dice to this as well.
Okay.
You know, for my.
Yeah.
So that's 13 plus a D8. So that's only 15 points of damage in total.
Okay.
I'm also now going to action surge as well.
Sure.
To make another 2 attacks with Blood Whip. That's a 19.
Hits.
I'm going to use another one of my D8s as well on top. So that's 12 plus 6. So that's another 18.
Yeah.
And then
Chunky.
last one for a 14. So that'll be 26.
Yep.
To do
You know, Jake.
14 points of damage.
Okay. Solid.
Jesus.
Need some for the rest of us.
Damage or something.
Pardon.
It's about 50 points of damage or something you've just done there.
This is the worst thing is Theodor's got to come off after this, and he's not been rolling well.
So
I think
Go on.
32.
Oh no, because he's not in range. Otherwise, I could have bonus punched as a bonus action. I could have punched him with for a key point. Not for a key point, but for a because I've used a key already spent a key point. But he's out of range. He's 10 feet.
You're next to him, mate.
Oh well, fuck it. I'll hit him for an unarmed strike because I'll then as a bonus action.
Sure.
That's probably not as good. It's only a 12.
Just hits.
Jesus.
Oh man, that'll do.
Christ.
That's 9 points of damage.
Nice. Right, let me just double check that 9 condition. Yeah, sound. So I'm gonna give this over to you then, Jake, for Damian. So you're aware of this sort of undulating bodies of zombies coming towards you. You've just torn chunks off it. It's not dead. It's still up, but what does it look like when you're sort of ripping these zombies off and punching it? What happens?
So I think the first 2 blows, I'd kind of look and almost be using them to almost find points of weakness in it. I've not read anything about. I haven't read about anything like this. I've read about zombies and things like that. So the first kind of couple of strikes are just whipping at it, trying to see where some points of weakness are, and then for the 2 shots where I've hit it with my extra damage, I've kind of found some points of weakness kind of around the back of its legs where the zombies are still trying to form up as it moves forward, and then another point in kind of the armpit area, and then for my last strike I've just used my whip to drag one closer and then smacked it in the face.
Nice. Excellent. Right, I assume that's your turn.
Yeah, and I'm just going to kind of stand there ready to carry on fighting.
Yeah. So we have one skeleton left on Brungrik. 22, Sam.
Oh shit, that hits.
6 points of piercing damage. Short sword pierces through your armor. Pass your defenses. Theodor's up.
So after looking a bit embarrassed, Theodor's going to come back to the top of these stairs. And he's going to fire a fireball at this cult fanatic.
Nice. Okay, let me get.
Oops. So it's dexterity saving throws and a radius of 20 feet. So it should, in theory, get. And it says it does wrap round corners and stuff. So it should hopefully get all of those. I think it should get this guy as well.
Yeah.
Right, what I'll do. Right.
Does it get the big zombie boss?
Can you see the circle? That circle there?
Yeah,
unfortunately, it's blue. Yeah, that's a decent shot, mate.
Boy.
So you're getting. In fact, you're getting everything. Can you see that circle? Yeah, so you drop it there. It hits
Just trying to make sure I didn't get Damian.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
That's fine by me.
It will set fire to the chairs and anything else as well. So
Yeah. Okay, so what's your DC, mate?
Where's that again?
It'll either be next to the spell itself or at the top in the sort of.
Fireballs are dexterity of 15.
Mine's 16.
16, right.
Dexterity 16.
So let's do Lady Wachter first. Dexterity. She fails.
So it's 9d6.
Yeah, so you're casting this at 4th level as well.
Yeah, which is my last 4th level spell.
Should have gone twinned. You've got your sorcery point, chat.
I have, yeah, but I didn't know if because he'd done so much damage to that zombie monster thing. I thought, I don't know if to do it or not, whether I need it, because I'm going to hit everything here anyway.
Yeah.
You can't. Twin spell has to be a single target. You can't do it with a fireball.
Oh. This is me
Yeah, I
thinking
suppose
ahead
that
for a
makes sense,
certain
because otherwise
campaign,
you'd be firing.
Dex of fails as well, so we're 30 damage. Wow, Lars.
Big boy.
Wow.
Take that big cunt down.
Not quite. It engulfs him in fire. I'd like to think of him sort of, zombies being peeled off him as he goes, but
Do I not roll for each individual one, or is it just that's just whatever happens?
When you cast something like that, the spell DC is for me to save against. So it's my dexterity saving throw against your spell DC. So I've just rolled for Lady Wachter, the 4 cult fanatics, and the zombie clock. Only.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, because I've rolled the damage, so that's just what damage that spell's done. Yeah, got you.
So full damage is 30. The only one that passed was this fanatic here.
Oh. So it says if you pass, if it's successful, it just does half.
Yeah. So this one took 15. Everything else in this that you're up against in this corner took 30 points of damage. One of the cultists here you've taken down. Do you want to? You can describe that if you want.
So the redness has come out of Theodor's cheeks as he walks up the top of the stairs, and he literally just does a gun holster type aim, fires a fireball into the middle of the room, and then just stands there with his arms crossed and just smiles at everybody quite arrogantly.
Nice. Anything else from Theodor?
He's gonna step back a bit. I think where was I standing before? I'll just go there.
Okay. So that, if I remember rightly, object. So that's. Oh no.
I've not overdone my move, have I?
No, mate.
No. About 25.
Yeah, cool. So that takes us to Reman's turn. Just before you go, Mr. Miller, I'm going to go for a burst.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
And I'm doing exactly the same thing as you did, Lars.
Naughty. See if we can kill this big one.
And now you've done that, I'm wondering, do I just use it as a level 3 or a level 4?
I've used my big boy spells now, so. Just a question as well, your spell slots for each level, do they count into both? So if I've used 2 level 4s, does that count as 2 of my level 3s as well?
No, you can cast the same. So you've got, I've got Fireball as a level 3 and a level 4. So it's just less powerful as a level 3.
Sweet.
And if I remember rightly, you can spend sorcery points equal to the level of the spell to get the spell slot back if you need to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've got 8 sorcery points, but I never know when to use them.
So, Dave, I'm going to chuck a fireball in pretty much the same spot as Lars did.
Sure.
As a level 4.
Christ. Okay. Right. 15 for you say?
Yeah. $31.
Dude. I forget how full you guys are.
Fireball's just a lethal spell, isn't it? Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So from what you're all going to see is this second fireball launches to that area. 31. Yeah, 31. Is there's going to be sort of oh no, that could be Lars gone. 3 screams and the disappearing phantom hammers, which lets you know that all of the cult fanatics have now died, and the clot of zombies. Would you like to explain how everything other than Lady Wachter gets incinerated there, Mr. Miller?
So the clot of zombies is basically just gonna sort of fizzle up like a like when you set fire to a spider's web and all that. But out of the flames and all that, you're gonna see that faces that resemble like the those undead things off of I Am Legend. So they're all like sort of screechy, elongated faces and stretched mouths and all that sort of thing as they all just fizzle away. The other two are they're just gonna turn black and just turn to ash and piles on the floor. But having done that, I am going to use my Grim Harvest ability. So once per turn, when you kill one or more creatures with a spell of first level or higher, you regain hit points equal to twice the spell's level or 3 times if it was a necromancy spell.
It's not a necromancy spell, dude. That's an invocation.
No, I know, but I should still get
Twice.
Get 8 hit points back.
Yeah, it's only 3 times of his necromancy.
Oh, right. Sorry. Right.
Yeah, so I should still get twice the spell's level.
Right, beg
You
pardon.
cast it at 4th level.
Oh, but I don't get I don't benefit from killing constructs or undead. So that it's just the two.
3 lads.
The what? Sorry,
You've killed 3 fanatics.
3 fanatics.
Yeah.
I've only killed.
You can't
Two,
see the other one.
Oh
Yeah,
right, okay.
There's one there.
3 fanatics. So that's what 4, 8, 12 hit points recovered. Yeah.
Nice.
Did you cast it at 4th level?
Yeah.
And you get twice the spell's level per living thing that you've just killed.
Yeah.
That's 24 hit points.
Twice the spell's level.
Which was,
Oh, so yeah, so that's 8.
That's 8.
Yeah.
Per
Yeah.
kill, 3 kills, it's 24 hit points.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't need 24, but
That's not shabby.
Wow, we were.
It's really good, yeah.
Yeah.
They're nice.
Anything else from Reman?
nope.
My work here is done. Valkyn, then. I think you're on mute, dude.
Can I see out of the darkness?
No.
So I'm going to move to sort of the commotion. And from there, I'm able to sort of just peek out of the darkness and see what's going on.
Yeah, that's right.
So I can see all this rotting zombie flesh around me. I can see all this carnage. Just see Lady Wachter standing there by herself, so it's the obvious target.
Yep.
I'm taking it she can't see me from within the darkness, even if I just peek out.
You roll stealth for me, mate. I'm aware of your fact that your stealth is ridiculous, but
Roll advantage. Nat 20.
Hey.
Naughty.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No,
Okay.
you can roll with advantage. Yeah. Stealth attack.
He's
Yeah,
invisible to
so-
the human eye.
Yeah. Yeah. So crossbow bolt to the old lady.
Sure.
Needs to die. Advantage to hit him. She's not taken a turn yet, or has she? Are we counting on the last?
Yes. She casts web.
Web, yes, sorry. No.
It's worth a try, mate.
How are we doing for time? 10 o'clock.
25 to hit anyway.
Were you rolling with advantage?
Go for it. See if you get on that 20
Prop
again.
stealth.
Oh, 19.
Oh, no. Okay, so normal damage, but you do get your sneak attack. 7.
Your sneaky. 20 points.
20 damage. Okay, so solid thunk. As you see, she's still trying to cast a spell. Anything else for the rest of your turn?
That's bonus action hit her again. Roll 13. I guess that is.
No, that misses. That you see that she's recast this armor on herself now. The magic armor as it glints off this magic armor.
Crazy girl.
Anything else?
No, I shall sit and in the darkness.
Okay,
Got my water.
Brungrik.
I'm going to take a swing at the skeleton.
Okay.
24 to hit.
Hits.
Sorry.
9 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Oh, hold on.
Did you just jump up at me?
Okay, yeah, 9. Yeah. Isn't enough to kill it?
I think it would be.
No.
And he's going to hold his ground. Because
Okay.
he thinks that he's done really, really well in this combat and everyone else has thrown him up.
Lewis, Rillik's turn.
Well, I didn't really need to pull off my plan because everybody's just annihilated everything. So I do like the sneaky shroud that Valkyn uses. It's quite handy.
Yeah.
To be fair, where I am, I might have to have a bit of a wobble over here.
Yep.
I know everybody else is in darkness, but you're just going to have to deal with it. Gone. I've overlapped with Valkyn, so I can't move.
Hold up. Let me just move. Okay.
Oh. There we go. Right to there.
Yeah.
And then on what's the face? Can I have a wisdom saving throw, please?
You can, mate. She. 17.
Yeah, shit. I don't really get anything else with that. So I suppose for a bonus action, then I will just do. What else can I do? I'll do compelled duel again. Can I have another wisdom saving throw?
Okay. What was the first wisdom saving throw for?
Divine. Hang on. It was called Divine. Sorry, it's Dreadful Aspect.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. That's yeah. You're very warlocky, aren't you, as a Oathbroker?
Yeah.
Yeah. 21 for that as well, dude.
Yeah, that fails as well.
Yeah.
But she's still compelled to try and come after me, but she's got no disadvantage or restrictions on movement.
Okay. Just read compelled duel to me, Lewis, please.
Yep. You attempt to compel a creature to duel. One creature that you can see within range must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by divine demand for duration, has disadvantage on attack rolls against a creature other than you, and must make a wisdom saving throw each time to move. If it succeeds on the saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn.
Gotcha. Okay. So on her turn, let me just double check she can.
Just change my dice to the Thunder Shard ones. Saw Johnson rolling them, and I was like, "Oh, they look well better."
Have you rolled a natural 20 on it yet?
No, I have not.
Roll. Go mad. It's going to fill the game log full of D20s, but it's worth it. So on Lady Wachter's turn, she is going to conjure another door. One of these mystic dimension doors. And I'm just going to try. Remember where that's the Wachter house. Okay. Same as before. Anyone that is within. Actually, it's just Rillik again because the darkness is blocking everything. So, Lewis, give me a perception check.
22.
22 is enough. You you see through this dimension door. What looks like you get half of a building next to a few trees, and the building has, as she steps through, there's an open door that you can just make out, and there's hay on the floor of this building. And with a 22, I will tell you that it looks like a stable of some description as she steps through and shunk, the door closes. Everything goes quiet. Nothing else is moving in the cellar. The web starts to degrade and fall.
Is there an error supposed to have come up for it?
Yeah.
Is what?
I
Sorry.
honestly thought that was because I just rolled about 1,000 Thunder Shower dice on D&D Beyond, and it almost crashed my computer.
Did you get a 20 there?
Yeah, and he comes on and he flies off.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I think I've just broke map tools as well. So, 10 past 10. Everything's gone quiet. Lady Wachter seems to have disappeared. Rillik, I'm going to assume for you, Lou, if you don't mind. Passes the information that seems to have bolted towards. She's outside, gone towards what looks like a stable. What do you guys want to do?
We need to go after her, don't we? We've got a rough idea where she's going.
We've not got to kill that skeleton yet.
Oh, you've still got a skeleton to kill. You know what? With how you perform tonight, let's have a look. So, and in fact, it could possibly have a go. Jake,
It's already stabbed Sam once, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah. Should we just kill it? And I've done.
I don't doubt Jake would have finished it off in some crazy head take-off whip style.
It's more of an annoyance at this point, isn't it, rather than a threat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to leave it there. I can just run and go and grab, because we know where she's going, but she's going to start fleeing on horseback, isn't she? If we don't get
Let's
up there
rebury
quickly.
it without magic.
Whereas she can only move within 150
Andy, we
feet.
can't hear
did
you, mate.
say?
You're muted.
Still
Did you
got
say
to
she
leave the
could-
city anyway, will she? Because it's the
So
festival.
can Damon see this a building with hay on the outside and by trees?
What's
Or is that
Damon's
too
range?
What that he can see?
That you can send him.
Well, he's got to be 100, up to 100 feet from me, but then it's his vision, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's good with Pythagoras' theorem?
Yeah.
He could have gone up to 150 feet away, though, couldn't
Very
she?
far.
Am
So
I right in thinking that's the range on Dimension Door, or is it 500 feet?
500 feet.
So
150
it's,
meters.
quite a way. So we're looking at, even in terms of running, it's going to take at least a minute of dashing to get there.
Where's my
If it's
X creatures back, Damon? What's his vision?
You can always cast
I
haste
imagine
on something as well, by the way.
It's great. It's a bat, isn't it?
I could always cast haste on whatever's going after her.
Yeah, it doesn't say
I'm
anything
gonna
about
leave
it.
the city
I mean, I
issue
could
and
chase. I
we'll
could
run
chase
it.
it because I've got 40 feet of movement. If I dash as well, that gives me 80. With haste, which gives me an extra action, I'd be able to dash again, which therefore would mean I'd be able to do 160 feet of movement.
Okay. Okay. Let's see if we can reason or figure out a reasonable way of doing this. This part of Vallaki you're not overly familiar with. The stable that she's gone to you don't recognise. You don't know from either entrance of the Wachter house where it could possibly be. Let me give you the town of Vallaki again on your map tools. Hopefully that should load up relatively quickly for you all. Yeah. This here is the Wachter house. It was, I know what you were saying earlier, Mr. Miller. It was towards the north. I now am going to. So you appear from that's the entrance to the side. The front door is over there. So you can have a good recce around. You appear. You're running to try and catch up with her. I know the direction that she would go. What I want you to do as a group is decide which direction you're going to start looking, and I will tell you if that has earned a perception check. If not, she is going to get away. I know that sounds a bit harsh.
She's going to head towards Strahd, isn't she? So which route's towards Strahd?
Without ruining the moment just a bit too much, does anybody notice that there's a big dick in the middle of the map?
No, but now.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, looks exactly like my dick as well. With that growth on top as well. That's the same water I've got. Bigger than mine, though.
I mean, you've pointed it out, Jake. I don't like the fact that you keep circling it.
Stop!
It's gone for ages, hasn't it?
I don't know who's doing it. It's not me anymore.
Yeah, I think it's just lagged because
my
mine's
computer's
still doing
just
it as
really
well.
slow because I've stopped doing it ages ago.
So we're trying to work out which way.
Well, Castle Ravenloft is to the east. To this way.
And would that involve going past the town centre? Because if she's going to have to leave by the town, the mayor's or the burgomaster's got the town on lockdown, hasn't he, for the festival? Nobody can leave. So what would the easiest route out if she was trying to escape?
It was the festival last night, though, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Technically, I don't know if we're still on lockdown, but I agree. If she's going to go anywhere, I think we chance that she's going off towards Strahd, so we head towards the way we think Strahd's going to go.
Yeah.
Theodor has no idea, so he'll just be following your lead.
I mean, the other thing is we do the unspeakable thing. There's 6 of us. We split the party and go in 2 different directions.
Oof. Saucy.
Did you say she's on horseback, Dave?
She's heading towards the stable, is all you know.
Have we not been to the stable? Have we not been to the stable before? I'm sure we've been to the stable before. Yeah.
You've been there's a stockyard down there, yeah, but that's too far away. That's I mean, you're talking in terms of 100 and 500 feet would only be sort of this radius, I would guess.
Yeah, because there's even like a thing on the map to say like how.
Oh yeah, of course.
But your guess was pretty bob on there, Dave.
I reckon that big testicle-looking thing on the right-hand side near the.
In fact, did we not go there to try and get horses?
Because there's here, isn't there? And then there's potentially this stuff over here. But we could potentially go off in 2 different directions, split the party. There's 3 of us, isn't there, each way, and then we just.
I think it'll be here. What would go in open ground here? You'd have it as a run for horses.
Horses. I think we went there.
Yeah, didn't we try getting like the
horses for summit?
Yeah, that was the stockyard down here.
That's what I remember. The stockyard. Yeah.
I say we go east.
Are we splitting or staying together? Theodor we'll go with the biggest, strongest party members that are going to protect him.
Can we roll to see whether we split or if we stay together?
You can do whatever you
Even
want
we
to do.
stay together, odd we.
Andy, have you got a spell sending? So you can telekinetically connect with somebody else.
No, I don't think I do. I think Shadow did, but
And no one's got locate object.
No.
I've lost my fucking.
Brr.
I've got hold person, but I couldn't cast that on it because it wasn't my turn.
If we roll a
I'm too busy
d20,
doing my fireball.
Jid probably
Odd-
throw the spanner in the works because I cast compel Jewel. Wasn't she inclined to come after me?
No. Yes, if she was going to stay in combat, which is why I wanted you to read it to me. She's at disadvantage to hit anyone else, which implies that she she would have license to be able to hit someone else if necessary. But also, if she'd have failed the test, I wouldn't have given her the Dimension Door. I was going to do something entirely different with her, but given who she is and the fact that she passed the saving throw, she did decide to cast this second Dimension Door and Scarper. I know what you're saying, Lou, and I did. Yeah, which is why I wanted you to read it to me.
right. Are we splitting or are we staying together?
Let's just roll for it. Let the dice decide.
Right.
Odd we stay. Even we stay together. Odd we split up.
We're staying together, then I got 2.
Okay, give me a direction, gentlemen. Or are you
East.
voting?
Yeah.
East.
Yeah, he seems a logical choice, so I've got a feeling we'll have it wrong.
Okay, I'm going to give you a group perception check, all of you with disadvantage.
Yeah, boy.
With disadvantage.
All of you with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yeah.
How do I apply disadvantage?
Oh,
Right,
I
I've
got
got it.
21. With
Oh, I got
disadvantage.
Oh, that's not bad, really. I got 16 with
Yeah.
disadvantage.
How do I roll disadvantage then?
With yours,
Right.
Andy, if you hold it.
Senses perception. I'm on the wrong thing, that's why.
Is that Rillik 21 with disadvantage? Bloody hell, Lou. Okay.
Spidey senses.
Yeah. Okay.
11.
Yeah. Okay. Right. So as you head off in this direction, as you do, and you start looking around frantically, it makes sense that it is Rillik notices this building here. As you start looking round, you sort of something's pulling you towards this building here, and you recognise it as the building that you saw through the Dimension Door. As the doors bang open, and you all spin round and see Lady Wachter on top of this black stallion, bolting along the old Svalich road, going through the centre of town. Who can do anything about it? Well, I'm going to say that she is a good. I mean, I'm sticking to the 500 feet thing. She's a good, perhaps 400 feet away from you on this healthy-looking stallion, going along open road. Can anyone do anything about 400 feet?
I mean, I can
150.
definitely do. I can do 80 feet of movement plus a shot at 320. if I dash and shoot. I mean, if somebody casts haste as well.
Could I cast
Yeah.
bless on him as he does it?
Can we kill the horse so she falls off?
I think we need to put her down because if the
was
horse,
gonna say,
she's just going to
horse
dimension
gonna
door
stay
again,
here.
isn't she?
So I mean, I
Whereas
can give
if
you an extra D4 with bless, Jake, on your attack roll. If somebody could cast
okay,
haste
because
on
it's
you.
gonna, it'll be at disadvantage to start off with because of I'm gonna have to shoot at range, so I'm gonna have to shoot at 320, which is like the max of the crossbow. But if somebody throws haste on me, I can get probably because I get an extra action, don't I? So I could almost double
Fees
dash.
doubled, gain 2 AC, has advantage on dexterity throws, and an additional action.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have to shoot it at disadvantage. I could just if she's 400 feet, I can dash anyway because I use a key point to dash, and then I can try and shoot at disadvantage. If Lewis puts bless on me, it'll give me a +4.
D4.
Okay, if this is the best option that we've got,
Sounds like it's the only one.
And we've got no dimension door or anything like that, have we?
No, I can
Do it.
teleport myself, but only up to 30 feet.
Yeah, I've got nothing longer range either.
Unless
Oh, boys,
you
23.
Unless you, I was gonna say you teleported Jake to remove the disadvantage, but he's already rolled it. So
I can only teleport myself.
okay.
Is it 23 to hit though?
so 23 is gonna hit Lady Wachter.
Come on, Jake.
For 10 points of damage, and I'm going to throw an extra D8 on there as well for my
Okay.
little.
I think Dave's just sat there like, boys, you've got no hope.
That's
14.
whatever the 14 damage.
Yeah. Second attack.
I don't get a second attack 'cause it's a crossbow.
Crossbow.
She just gets away, doesn't she? Cheeky bitch.
She
Cheeky
does.
old slag.
She does.
But it was
She's got better
it was a high explosive undead killer.
Hang on a
Crossbow
minute. Jake, run me through your action economy to close the distance and make the shot. So you've got, if in essence, you've got 3 actions because you've got move, action, +1 for haste, haven't you?
Oh, I didn't realise Lars had cast haste on me.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I'm
Because
trying to go
if
through
Lars
the-
has cast haste on me, then so I can use a key point to dash
use the
anyway,
slot, yeah.
Yeah.
which would give me that. So I could potentially use my haste again to reload my crossbow and shoot again.
You gain additional action, yeah. So
Put her in the ground, Jake. Put her in the ground.
I mean, could I do that,
this
Dave?
is where he misses his next one.
Has the
I mean, it's
crossbow
a high
got
likely, but
has the
Have you
crossbow
used the
got a
D4,
reload
Jake?
property?
it has got reload property on it, yeah.
And you haven't got
Have
any
you used
form
the
of
D4
crossbow
Yeah,
mastery?
she'll
mastery.
get away by that.
Pardon, sorry, what did you say, Dave?
You haven't got any form of crossbow mastery or anything, have you?
No. So the only other thing is I've got an additional action.
Which
Oh,
you
shit,
would.
should have cast on that.
Need
So
to
I've
reload.
technically I can use a key point to dash. So I could move 80 feet of movement. Then I've got haste, and then I've just shot. So I've technically got one action, like one round of action left.
Okay. Go on then. It's,
With disadvantage, boys. What
yeah, no, go on. Go on.
Yeah.
with bless on it, just in case. Oh, well, that's more like it. It was a 6 + 8, which is. Oh wait, it's a 9 + 8. So that's
17. You
whatever. 17 plus Lewis is 4.
You're going to need your D4.
Which is. Ooh.
Come on, Jakey.
That was a 4, taking it to a 21,
Okay.
which I'm going to sting my last use of my D8 as well on it,
Yeah.
just because I really want her dead. So it was only 7 points of piercing damage plus.
Come on, Jake.
Right, I'll tell you. You need an 8.
A fucking 8.
Oh!
What?
As
A
you said it,
fucking 8.
Dave, as you said it, the dice landed.
So as the horse is bolting, the first arrow takes in the shoulder, and she's bent over, and she sort of cursing round, looking over. This what happens with the second bolt?
He takes her in the eye. As she looks back at me, the second bolt just comes and like just takes her straight in the eye and knocks her off the horse.
Nice.
And like, I would say like I've took a little bit of a scuff from the, but it's almost like Damian's just got like his sweaty hair in his face, and he's just pissed, like he's so pissed off because she's aligned with Strahd.
So as a body,
I'll be honest,
pulled-
Jake.
Pardon?
If Jake had have failed that, I was going to cast create water, and it just creates water raining over the top of you.
So we're up to time, gentlemen, please. So we'll wrap this up then. So she takes it to the eyes, collapses to the ground. What I think, because we're at time, we'll just leave it there. What I had decided to do, if possible, is she was going to go to Castle Ravenloft, and she was going to be in.
That was my fear.
So what we'll do is next time that we play is we'll pick it up from exactly there if you want to. Yeah.
We can drag a corpse to the Burgomaster now.
We'll see what we do next time.